Boys, I'm on the DBA channel again. So I'm gonna start making more content over here, obviously because I know I love fucking making content, and I'm just trying to see what the hell works and what the hell doesn't. This is a tier list video. Check out Swifty Hempco. Use code RMTS for 20% off at checkout. This is which COD goes where and all of that shit. You know exactly what tier lists are. I think I'm going to go in order of um how they came out and stuff like that. So that'll be how it gets done. So I did not play COD 2 or COD 3. Let me move this up just a touch, move this down just a touch, so that way you guys can see this. Nope. Fucking hell. I'm bad at life. There we go. Okay, so I never played those two, and that's still off. I mean, I'm bad at life. There we go. Okay, so I never played those two. Those are the only two I haven't played, and they're in here twice, just that way you know there's going to be boxes left over, I guess. COD 4. This is my first COD. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I do absolutely love the game. I love what it brought to the series. I love the kind of like meaning behind it and all that stuff. I'm going to put that in good, because I think that's probably where it should go. You know what? I'm going to make this... No, I'm just going to leave it for now. And if I have to adjust it as we go, I'm going to adjust it. So COD 4 by far is good. World at War, I haven't put a lot of time in, but it seemed like it was just a very, very unbalanced fucking COD compared to some of the other ones. I don't think it's bad, though. I think it's probably okay. And now it gets into the CODs that I have a lot of fucking time in. Where's Black Ops 1? There's Black Ops 1. So, oh, no. Then comes Modern Warfare 2. This is my favorite COD. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, bias, whatever. This, to me, is going to be the first GOAT game. Not because I think it's so much better than COD 4. I think if COD 4 had a few little tweaks, that it probably would be in that GOAT tier as well. And just like I think that if there are a few tweaks to Modern Warfare 2, it's even better. But Modern Warfare 2 is one of my top 3 favorite games of all time, so I cannot not put it in GOAT tier. Then comes Black Ops 1. And I think that probably is going to be my second in GOAT tier. I prestiged like 40, 50 times in this game. I think max prestige was like 15, and I had 2 max prestige accounts and like another one that was like 1 or 2. So I was like 34th prestige, something like that. I absolutely played way too much of that game. It was like 8 to 10 hours of my day. We were playing songs and annoying people when we won the games to see if they would beat us, and we had like a 150 win streak or so. It was bad. Then comes one of my least favorite games of all time, which is some people's favorites, and that's Modern Warfare 3. That's going to go in trash. Now, I don't know if that's connection based, what that is, or how honestly my involvement with that game was. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move that from trash to bad. I'll leave it in bad, and only because I like that game more than the next game. And it seemed like everything was just meh. They took the overpoweredness of Modern Warfare 2 and how overblown everything was, and just kind of dialed everything down to 5, dialed everything down to 6. Everything was available. Everything was about equal. but everything was a 5 or 6. None of the maps are super, super highly memorable other than 1 or 2. All the other maps are mid or kind of shitty. Then comes the hottest take of all hottest takes. Black Ops 2. Trash. Nope, that's not Black Ops 2. That's Black Ops 3. Black Ops 2. Trash. This is the worst COD game in my opinion. Not because of the things that people like. I loved the rank play system. Some of the maps were fantastic. But I never had fun playing it. I played this game like it was a chore, not because it was fun. I did not like the way the game looked. It looked very, very cartoony or pixely. And connection-wise, it was by far the worst connection I had in any of the Call of Duty games, even to date. I have never had the problems I had during Black Ops 2, and even had the same carrier that I do now. Just absolutely, in my opinion, a bad, bad game. So then comes Ghost, right? Yep, here's Ghost. So I think that Call of Duty Ghost is more of what Modern Warfare 3 was. Very, very, very shitty maps. Very, very toned down, kind of boring guns. These 3 games have all of the same problems. Other than the graphical differences of Black Ops 3. Very, very bad connection issues. Very, very shitty availability. And, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I don't buy that game the level that I buy the others. So, Ghost, no. So this is also going to be another hot take. That's Advanced Warfare. Yes, this goes in good. Great fucking story. Some of these games, I did not play the story, so I can't be completely bluntly honest in which one's good and which one's not. I had fun with most of the guns in multiplayer. I could use all of them. The variant system, although broken, did make some guns better than what they were at base, which was fun. You could play guns like the AK-12 RIP and absolutely dominate lobbies. The HBR A3 Insanity absolutely break lobbies. It was a blast. But the imbalance in it definitely showed its flaws. It was 2-gun meta in competitive, and those things were negative as well. It was definitely fun, though. I love this game. I would still go back and play it if it wasn't a 2-gun meta. Now, Black Ops 3. This game goes in good, too. The jetpack movement and all that stuff, the wall running, all of that stuff improved the level cap and the skill gap and how good you were as a player. If you could outsmart people and outplay them, you dominated in this game. It was punishing if you were not good at video games for this game. But also in saying that, it did not make you enjoyable if you were bad. It didn't have the most variable meta, which is kind of what's holding it back from GOAT tier for me, because I think it could have been there if they buffed up some of the worst guns to a more usable level. Then comes Infinite Warfare. This is trash. Worst COD of all time. It did everything wrong Black Ops 2 did and made it a non-boots game when everybody wanted a boots game. It was so bad it had to be partnered with COD 4, which is one of the best CODs of all time, just to sell. That is the only reason I bought the game. I tried to get nukes in it. It wasn't fun. It didn't have that drive to play the game. The same problem that Modern Warfare 3 dealt with, the same problem Black Ops 2 dealt with, same problem Infinite Warfare dealt with. That's the problem with that one. Then Black Ops 4. I think Black Ops 4 is a GOAT game. I like the how specialists became characters. They each had their individualized things and how good those games were and stuff like that. I love how they all kind of felt different. Um, I wish that the competitive mode at this point kind of went into the you had to play a role kind of thing, because it kind of flowed with that. It had the availability to force that and that kind of stuff, and that was great. That's kind of where I wish that went. But by far, GOAT. You could play all of the guns. A lot of the maps were great. I like it. I like it a lot. World War II. This is okay. First half of the season, absolutely horrible. Second half of the season, pretty fantastic. You could pub stomp, you could have fun, you could play competitive. A lot of variability in how you played this game. I like this game a lot in those aspects. It was a lot of fun. Then we go into Modern Warfare 2019. I think okay, because they're taking Warzone out of it. Warzone's going to be a different thing. So competitive in this game was really, really fucking good. I didn't really play pubs all that much other than like sniping and that stuff. Sniping felt super, super smooth in this game. Competitive was a blast, but it felt very, very stale very, very quickly because they took out a lot of the viability of the other attachments and that kind of stuff, and that kind of felt wonky. I didn't like how over convoluted everything got, but it didn't really change very much. So everybody kind of got pigeonholed into running the same things. So then Warzone, I felt like this was kind of like the renaissance. That's Warzone too. This was kind of like the renaissance of COD. It brought COD back to being like the forefront, where Blackout kind of brought everybody to playing BR. This was a free-to-play BR that kind of brought it to everybody. It brought everybody looking back at COD and kind of brought a lot of life back to it. So then would have came Vanguard. Nope. Then came Cold War. So Cold War, I think that's good too, man. I think it's good. A lot of the tools were there. A lot of them were. I like the story that was told. I like that they brought it into the same exact story as Modern Warfare. They combined the storylines. They brought in the variability of the two different convergent timelines, and they allowed zombies to play a role in the multiplayer and campaign as well. So I like the viability of those things. But when you customize things and did things, it did not have the viability of these games. After you got out of the meta, a lot of the guns kind of felt very, very, very similar, and they don't stick out. That's the problem. That's why these games are so viable and so beloved, is you could pick up any gun, and they all kind of felt different, and you could fall in love with any of them. Then comes the last two. I don't think that I can put this any higher than okay with Modern Warfare 2. I like the game. Oh, sorry, not Modern Warfare 2. Vanguard. Trash. Last game since Infinite Warfare that I did not play the full fucking season. I did not enjoy this game. I just didn't. I didn't like the art style. I did like the destructible maps and stuff like that, but the way that they created and balanced guns just was not realistic and not understandable. It didn't make sense. I don't like the way the game looked. I don't like the way the game played. It had the availability to be great, but in saying that, they flopped. Modern Warfare 2, I think it's okay. If they added more time and effort into this game, it would be fantastic. But it's not there, and I don't think it's going to be there. Warzone 2, I think it's just more of meh. I think it has availability. And trust me, I love DMZ. If DMZ was on here, it would be in GOAT tier because it's fucking fantastic. I love the game. They just need to add more content. They need to add a story. They need to add a reason for me to play the game because the end game content isn't there. That's the only thing that they're missing. This is Hot Takes COD tier list. We'll see you fucking next time. Peace.